like your take on boobies. And I like boobies.
Gun, higher.
I am the high.
Don't
Test
higher.
gun. I am the higher gun.
Don't
Test me.
I am the
I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all. How you want a submission to pinfall? I am the higher gun who bout to set it off. Watch me leap from the top with the coup de grace. It's scary hours for you and all of y'all.
And welcome to the TurnBuckle Talk podcast with your host, the Higher Gun. First, like, subscribe, share. How y'all doing, y'all? So, I'm back. Back-to-back episodes. You know, gonna try to make it a thing to come on here at least twice out of the week. Maybe a third time, but the third time will probably be like a recap of everything that I've seen the whole day. So, you're gonna try to get a different routine going here. Usually I come in here like twice a week, so I'm gonna keep that going and go from there. So let me talk about somebody else who got injured. Cause you know, sometimes I come in here and shit just I hit live, and then I just go to talking, and sometimes I forget stuff, and sometimes I don't, but sometimes I forget stuff. Um, so so Adam Cole got hurt. So what ended up happening is Adam Cole had to give up the title before All In started on Saturday. And that was the under fire as Johnson told. I was Johnson told to shut the fuck up. So yeah, Adam Cole had to give up the belt because they said for health reasons. Now, if you don't know who Adam Cole is, now for me, Adam Cole is probably like my top. He's in my top 10 for sure. He used to be in my top 5, maybe 3. So Adam Cole had it all. He can wrestle, he can promo, and he can tell stories in the ring and outside the ring. Right? Like Adam Cole was it for me when he was in ROH, when he was in NXT, in AEW. And the reason he dropped from the top 5, top 3 is because he got hurt and he was off. He was just off. I mean, Kevin Owens is never gonna leave my top 1. He's not. So like, you have to say I'm a hypocrite when it comes to that. I still think he's one of the best. But if you didn't know about Adam Cole, he's ever since he went to AEW, he's had some serious injuries. So it started with a real bad concussion that kept him out for 9 months. Right? Then he broke his ankle, which was a freak accident when he broke his ankle in 2 places, and then he had to get somebody else's bone put in his ankle for him to wrestle again. So when they was talking about he got injured or it was health concern, I didn't know what it was. And then the next day they were talking about it was concussions. Yeah, it was a concussion, and I feel bad for Adam Cole because Adam Cole is the nicest guy you'll ever meet. You know, like he's really is a good dude. Like the way he carries himself in the ring, well, outside the ring. To the in the ring, he's a great heel. He's a great face too. He's a better heel, but you know, outside the ring, he's a great guy. You know, and I say it to this day. If Adam Cole would have stayed in WWE, uh, and just waited, like if he would have did what Johnny Gargano did, all right. Now, point granted, I think he would have been a way better place than Johnny Gargano right now. But like Adam Cole would have been probably a United States champion and the Intercontinental champion by now. Cause that was one of Triple H's boys. All right, if he just would have waited like Johnny Gargano did, and didn't pick and just rush to another company. If he just would have waited, just waited it out, because when Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano and Pete Dunne, which he would have had a bigger spot than Pete Dunne too. You know, who else? Who else? Who else was around that time? Them three in particular. Alright? If he like around that time, this is when Vince got in trouble. Alright? Like this is when Vince like this is when Vince got in trouble and he had to leave TKO and everything. Alright? Alright, this is when he got in trouble. And Triple H took over. So if he just would have waited, alright, if he just would have waited and just seen how things were going, because you kind of seen where he was headed in the company when when the majority of the main roster got stuck over there in Saudi, right? And they had to do an NXT invasion, right? Like you kind of seen how they were going to use Cole then, to an extent. I mean, Vince was still there, but to an extent, you seen how they were going to use Cole. Now, some people would have never got over the size of Cole. Pause. Some people would have never got over that. Vince is one of them. All right, but people love how Cole talks. You know, and there was a rumor going around that they would use him as a mouthpiece, which I would have been against that. So Adam Cole. Now, another reason why Adam Cole dropped in my list. He's in the top 10. His skills kind of went down some after his ankle injury, because he ain't the same wrestler. No, you know, but but you seen how they were using. And do I think if he would have stayed in NXT or stayed in WWE, he would have got hurt? No, I don't. I don't. Now, maybe the ankle injury would have happened still, maybe. But the concussion part wouldn't have happened because he wouldn't have been in that match. And to this day, WWE is safer, in-ring safer than they are in AEW. So, I truly believe he wouldn't have got that concussed. Now, again, I don't think he gets the ankle injury if he's in WWE. You know, I don't think that some of this stuff don't happen. I mean, hell, even the concussion he got this time, I don't think it happened because he don't wrestle Kyle Fletcher then. All right, and I'm not blaming Kyle Fletcher like other people are, but this is the second time Kyle Fletcher has hurt Cole. All right, the first time when he did that powerbomb stunt through the table, and Adam Cole's head completely misses the table. and hits the mat. All right. Now they say it didn't happen then. All right, but that was a stupid spot. Uh, that was a retarded, stupid spot, in my opinion. All right. Then, um, um, the spot that had, then he wrestled again, and Kyle Fletcher hit him. He didn't hit him in the jaw. I mean, in the chest. He hit him in the jaw. All right, and that's what they're saying that caused the concussion. You know, I don't got a problem with Kyle Fletcher. But like he's and regardless if he's trying not to be the next Will Ospreay, and that's what he is. He's a junior Will Ospreay. All right, and that's not a bad thing. Like Will Ospreay is in my top three. You know, of the wrestlers in the world. All right, but Will Ospreay does some stupid shit too. Like you know how many times people has to tell Will Ospreay to tone it down, or slow down, or dumb it down some. Which is another reason why he's not in WWE, because the fact that I don't think, well, I know he doesn't like to be told to slow down or dumb it down or change his style, you know. And Kyle Fletcher is doing the same shit, but still, I like. For me, I don't want to call Kyle Fletcher dangerous in the ring. Like, I don't want to do that. I'll say that about him. All right, because he's a great wrestler. All right, and he's young, so I don't want to put that title on him per se. Like, I don't. But saying that he um nah, I mean, he's only hurt cold, right? He's only had these problems only happen when he only wrestles Ivan Cole, right? Per se, right? It hasn't happened with nobody else, all right? So, right? But some people say that Kyle Fletcher was gonna win the TNT title, and he didn't, because Dustin Rhodes won. But but I hope Adam Cole comes back from this. Now, Adam Cole was ready he was ready to retire, because he had a concussion, a back concussion before, and it kept him out 9 months. And he was ready to retire then. All right, and you can tell by in the ring how people was talking and everything, that how he was talking, that it was serious. And like I said, I hope he comes back from it. I hope he heals up, because he didn't retire. He calmer people in the back talk to him. We see. But Adam Cole has been through this before, and he just don't want to deal with it again, I guess. But hopefully he comes back and he ends it on his terms and nobody else's. Just his terms. How Adam Cole's gonna do it. Adam Cole, Adam Copeland, right? How Stone Cold did. Hopefully Kevin Owens comes back from his injury. Alright? But I hope Adam Cole comes back. I hope he's okay. I hope he just comes back. I really do. Like I said, he's a real good guy. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. So I hope he comes back. So Adam Cole, I hope he comes back, man. I hope you heal up. I hope everything goes well. I hope everything, everything, dog. Speedy recovery. So let me get into Goldberg. I didn't talk about Goldberg yesterday either. So I'm gonna talk about it. So the match he had with Gunther was good, and I was surprised how long it lasted. Now there was some fuckery to make it last as much as it. There was some fuckery, or like smoke and mirrors, because when an old wrestler like around over age has to wrestle, like Sting too, right? Right? They do stuff to make the match longer. Like they make it a no disqualification, which they didn't, or no holds barred, which they didn't, or they just take it outside the ring, which they did. Which they did. They took it outside of the ring, and it was out there for a little while, like enough time for it to stall out. All right, the match lasted like 8 minutes. All right. So there's that, and he got choked out, and got the win. Who should have won? Okay, who should have won? Now, what was supposed to happen after that didn't happen because Seth got hurt. Right. So Goldberg did a speech. He got cut off by Peacock or WWE. One of them cut him off, but they got cut off, and then WWE posted a whole speech on the website. So let's fast forward to today. Yesterday. Goldberg's on a podcast, and he's mad. He's pissed. How the build was, how they rushed things, how they cut his speech, and then he says that this wouldn't have happened if it was Cena or the Undertaker. So let me be very, very clear here. I'm not a big Cena fan, and I'm not a big Taker fan, right? All right. But let me be clear here. At no point was Goldberg ever the Undertaker or John Cena. Like at no point in his career was he ever that. Was Goldberg white hot at one point? Yes. Well, is he a legend? To some people, yes. All right. But at no point, and no would he ever be in the same category as Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, or the Undertaker. It is not a thing. It is not a thing, dog. Like he was, and then the people he named are WWE originals, because we can say, oh, but they wrestle other places too. Yeah, but not as that gimmick. Okay, John Cena's gimmick is an original gimmick from WWE. Undertaker's gimmick is an original gimmick from WWE. Alright, so like Goldberg can fuck off. Alright, when he's talking about shit like that. Now, if Goldberg wanted something like what happened with Sting, and how they retired him, right, and how he had a good send off, right, in AEW, Goldberg should have went to AEW. Okay, alright, Goldberg should have went to AEW then, alright, because Tony Khan wanted him in AEW, and he talked to him, right, and Tony Khan had a good talk with him and everything, and Goldberg shitted on them. He didn't want it. He said that he didn't like the product, and it was shit. And just like he's talking shit now, he was talking shit back then. Alright, Goldberg is just a cranky old fucking man. He got what he wanted, and now he want to talk shit. And from what I'm hearing, he wanted to talk more, but he can't because he's still working for WWE. Alright, so I'm pretty sure he has something to keep him from saying certain things. Now, whenever his deal expires, and he can say what he want to say, we'll see. Alright, but he just sounds like a real cranky old fucking man. Okay, the E are saying they didn't cut his time. Alright, so and regardless of what people want to say, the E has a certain amount of time on Peacock with the shows. They just do. It is the thing. Right? So I gotta believe when they say that they didn't cut his time, or they didn't cut his speech off. But Goldberg just sounds like a real cranky man, like an old man right now. Alright? And this ain't the first time Goldberg has been mad and bitching and complaining about stuff he does. This is not the first time. It's like the second time. It's like the third or fourth time. Alright? Because he was bitching about WWE owes him a retirement match. Alright, for a good 2 years. Alright? A good 2 years, and then Triple H was like, alright, fuck it. Let's just give it to him. Alright? And if Goldberg's gonna go by how Steen stuff was did, Goldberg should have went to AEW then. Alright? Like Goldberg wasn't gonna get the same thing that's happening with John Cena. They're not gonna do two of these things. They're not. They're not gonna let Goldberg go on this reign of terror like they did a couple years ago. Alright, when he beat Brock Lesnar in 60 seconds. Alright, and then he beat Kevin Owens for a title. Alright, Goldberg has 2 title reigns that he should have never gotten. He should have never been he should have never beaten Bray Wyatt, and he damn sure should have never beaten Kevin Owens. Alright, these things should have never fucking happened. Alright, but you got the cash grab, alright, to make money and do reigns. So you go that route with him. It just wasn't happening this time. Triple H does not like Goldberg, and Goldberg doesn't like Triple H. Right? Triple H was never gonna give Goldberg a farewell tour, like Cena, and especially at the same fucking time. It wasn't gonna happen. Alright. So he needs to be happy with what he got, and go from there. In my opinion. I know we got some Goldberg fans out there and all, and that's all good and God bless y'all. Alright, but I ain't one of them. Alright, and I couldn't wait to come on here and tell him a new one today. Alright, I had so much material for today because of him. He said that he turned down a deal for his son to work for the E, which is all on him. All on him. Plain and simple. He's hurting his son more than anybody else. All on him. All on him. But again, and I'm gonna say this again. If Goldberg wanted something better, he should have went to AEW. He would have got paid. They would have let him destroy some of the roster in AEW that didn't matter. All right, he would have got hit. Like, he would have racked up some wins, and he probably would have been undefeated going into AEW, like just like Sting did, and probably would have won a title. Would have had a farewell tour that he probably wanted, and everything else. Like, he should have instead of talking shit about AEW, he should have went to AEW and did it there. Right? Like, Goldberg's in the Hall of Fame for WWE. They let him, like Goldberg said, he didn't like the match he had with Roman Reigns, and this was the better match. He wasn't going to win this match against Gunther. Now I will say he did talk good about Gunther. Like, he didn't shit on Gunther, which I was surprised, but he didn't shit on Gunther. So there's that. All right, but he just sounds like a grumpy old man. He really does. He really like a grunt. I can't wait for him just to go somewhere and just shut the fuck up. But that's me. That's me. Yeah, that is me. But I'm going to end the show with that. Make sure you gotta like, subscribe, share. Make sure you gotta watch wrestling. Make sure you gotta watch New Breed. We should have some more stuff coming out pretty soon. New content. This is the High Guy. God bless. Love y'all. I'm out.